Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. This is when we're going over some new Ritual Beast combos. So this is testing the new Ritual Beast support. And we're going to get started here with a 1-card combo using Spiritual Beast Kanahawk here. So we're going to normal summon Kanahawk, use the effect to banish a Ritual Beast monster from our deck. So we're going to banish the new Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara using Lara's effect. Because it was banished, we can now summon a Ritual Beast monster from our deck. So we're going to summon out Ritual Beast Tamer Lara here. So this is the same Lara, but different version of it. This is the revamped version, but you can still use the older version as it is still pretty relevant. So now we're going to contact fuse into Ultai Kanahawk. So Ultai Kanahawk is pretty essential to the deck. This is what you're going to be using to search cards out. And yeah, you're just going to be building up a hand. And this card is not a hard once per turn. So being able to use this card, bounce it back into your extra deck, search out a card is pretty relevant. And it's going to be the way we're going to be utilizing it. So we're going to put 2 of our banished cards back onto the board. Or back into the grave in order to search out a card, and then we're going to use our Kanahawk's other effect in order to bounce it back into the deck in order to bring out 2 other monsters. So here we're going to get out Win. Then we can use Spiritual Beast Kanahawk's effect once again. So here you can see no hard once per turn. So you can use the effect once again to banish our Repengu here. So we're going to link summon the link to Ritual Beast monster, use the effect in order to banish a Ritual Beast card from our grave in order to special summon or normal summon it out Wen. So now we can use Wen's effect here upon normal summon in order to special summon out a Ritual Beast monster from our banish zone. So we're going to get out Spiritual Beast Repengu. Then we can activate Repengu's effect here, and this will let us banish a Ritual Beast monster from the extra deck and then send a monster with the same monster type. So here we're going to use this to send Apelia. Then, because we do have an ulti monster, a Ritual Beast Tamer, and a Spiritual Beast monster, we can go into Gaiapelia. Then we can summon out the new Ritual Beast Ultai Nokai, and the way we get this out is by banishing 2 Ritual Beast Tamer monster and a Spiritual Beast monster from the grave. So that's great because it makes it so we can actually utilize cards in the grave. And not only that, it fuels up our banished zone because we want to have some banished cards in there so we can go into Kanahawk. So now we're going to bounce it back out, get ourselves our Ultai Kaimun once again. Use the effect here, bring out the 2 other monsters. And then we're going to use the effect of Apelia here in order to banish a card. So again, you just want to have a good amount of cards that are banished in order to be able to summon out Kanahawk. So we're going to get Kanahawk here, use the effect, send 2 cards back. And then we're going to get ourselves a Ritual Beast Bond. And now this will just give us the ability to play a little bit during our opponent's turn. So you can see I'm going to interact, use Kanahawk's effect, get myself out 2 monsters, and then I can use the effect of Ritual Beast Bond here. Use the effect, get out our Link 4. So this is pretty nice because Ritual Beast Bond actually lets you cheat out your Link 4 by just using any 2 Ritual Beast monsters, and you don't have to summon it that way. And yeah, you have a monster that's going to be pretty annoying for your opponent to deal with, just because they're not going to be able to tribute cards to activate a card effect. And quick effect, you can target a Ritual Beast card you control, and 1 card your opponent controls, banish them. And then with the other cards in your hand, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, you can banish a Ritual Beast card from your hand in order to negate the activation and destroy it. So it's an effective 1-card combo that I really enjoyed, but let's go to the next one. Okay guys, so here's another 1-card combo using Spiritual Beast Kanahawk. You're going to see the initial setup is very similar to what the last combo was, but it's going to deviate pretty quickly. So we're going to normal summon a Kanahawk here, use the effect, banish a Ritual Beast monster from our deck, and then from here we can use Lara, bring out the Lara, and now we're going to contact fuse Kanahawk. So now we can use Kanahawk's effect here, search out a card while also bringing out 2 monsters. So we're going to get ourselves our Win, just like we did previously. This is still similar to what we've done before. We're going to summon our Link 2, use the effect in order to normal summon out the Win, use Win's effect in order to get Repengu. Then we can banish a monster in our extra deck here, so we're going to banish the Ultai Gaiapelia. And that's going to be different to what we did previously because we did banish the other Pyro Fusion monster. And then we're going to fusion into our Ultai Nokai, and that's obviously going to fill up the extra deck just like we've done before. Fuse once again into Ritual Beast Ultai Kanahawk, use the effect here, search out another card. Then shuffle it back into the deck. So we're gonna summon out Kanahawk once again. So definitely, as long as you're able to utilize the Kanahawk here, you're gonna want to go into it, search out cards out, then bounce it back out, try to get into it again, do the same thing. That's mainly what you're trying to do with Kanahawk. It's going to be your main searcher here. So we're going to use it here in order to get Ritual Beast spawn, and as you've seen, it's a great way to cheat out the Link 4. And we have the Ritual Beast Tamer Editor, which lets you normal summon a Ritual Beast monster once again, once it's on the board. So now we're going to get our Link 4. Use the effect here in order to add one of the banished cards back to our hand, then we can normal summon once again. So we're going to use the effect here to get the Ritual Beast Tamer Elder, and use the effect to now normal summon our Kanahawk. So now that we can normal summon Kanahawk, we're gonna banish our Ritual Beast Apelio. Summon out another Kanahawk. Use the effect again. So the same thing as we've done before. You're gonna be seeing that with a good amount of the combos is that you're gonna wanna just be able to search a bunch of things out and then bring it back out. So here, as soon as you get a Apelio on the board, you just want to use this as an opportunity to fill up the extra deck, or fill up the Banished Zone once again. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Use Ulti Kanahawk once again. Search out another card. So with this end board, we have 2 Ritual Beast Steeds, which will let us pop 3 cards each. So that's great. Not only that, if you use Ulti Kanahawk's effect, bounce it back, and then search special summon out Ritual Beast Tamer and a Spiritual Beast monster, then you'd be able to destroy 4 cards instead for each of these. And of course, using Ulti Nokai here, it'll protect your Ritual Beast cards from being targeted. And you can also use this card, you can return it to the extra deck and target one of your banished Ritual Beast monsters, special summon it. So it's a great way of just switching things out in case you need to. And you can use Ritual Beast Ulti here, or Link 4, in order to banish another card on the opponent's side of the field and one of your Ritual Beast cards. Not only that, but if your opponent happens to have a deck that relies on tributing cards to activate an effect, that's even better. But let's go to the next combo. Alright guys, so here's another combo that I have for you. This is another 1-card combo using Spiritual Beast Rapengu. So we're going to normal summon out Rapengu here in order to banish a card from the extra deck. And right here, because we're banishing card in the extra deck, we're going to be able to send a Ritual Beast monster from the deck to the grave. It's the same monster type, so here it's going to be a Psychic. Then we can summon out our Ulti Nokai. In order to do so, we're going to banish our Rapengu and the Tamer Lara from the grave. So that's the nice thing about this card, is that you're actually able to banish cards from both the field and the grave in order to fill up your banished zone, and it makes it a lot easier to get Kanahawk here. So here we're going to get out the other Kanahawk and use the effect in order to banish Ritual Beast Tamer Lara. So we're going to bring out our Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara here. Then go into our Kanahawk. So we're going to utilize this effect here in order to be able to search out a card while also bouncing some things back into the grave and bouncing itself back into the extra deck. So we're going to get our Ritual Beast spawned. Use Rapengu's effect once again, and that's the nice thing about a lot of these Ritual Beast monsters effects, is that they're not hard once per turns. Rapengu here, it's a soft once per turn. The only thing that's a hard once per turn is that you can only special summon him once per turn. So we're going to use Ritual Beast Bond here to pretty much cheat out the Link 4. Then we can use the effect in order to add a banished card from our banished zone into our hand and summon it out. So we're going to get our Ritual Beast Tamer Lara. And because it was normal summon, we can actually special summon out our Apelio. Activate Apelio's effect here to banish a card. Again, just wanting to fill up the banished zone with a bunch of cards in order to make it easier to bring out Kanahawk multiple times. And also utilize the effect here in order to search out more cards. So we're going to search out our Ritual Beast Steeds here. So this sets us up with the Steeds, a Kanahawk that's able to bounce back and get more monsters on the field during your opponent's turn, and of course our Link monster that's able to banish a card on your side of the field and a card on your opponent's side of the field. So it's a simple 1-card combo. It's not as great as like the last one, but it's still another way of utilizing just 1 card to get a pretty powerful setup. But let's go to the final combo that I have for you guys. Alright guys, so here's the final combo that I have for you. This is using Ritual Beast Tamer Elder and using Spiritual Beast Kanahawk. So we're going to normal summon out our Tamer Elder. And because Tamer Elder was normal summon, he's going to let us normal summon once again. So we're going to use this in order to summon out our Kanahawk, use the effect in order to banish the Rapengu. Then we can go straight into Ulti Kanahawk. So again, just like we've done before, we're just going to use this as an opportunity to get 2 monsters out and also be able to search out a card. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get our Ritual Beast Tamer Laura, and then we're going to use Rapengo's effect here in order to banish our ulti Galileo. And because that is a psychic monster, we're going to be able to send our Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara. Then we can get out ulti Kaimoon here. Use the effect in order to banish a card, get ourselves our Ritual Beast Tamer Lara onto the board. Then we can activate our effect in order to target a Ritual Beast monster in the grave and special summon it. So we can target Kanahawk here. And use Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara's effect. When it's banished, it's going to let us special summon a Ritual Beast monster from the deck. So we're going to use the effect here to get the Ritual Beast Tamer Zephyr monster onto the board. Use Kanahawk's effect here in order to banish the Spiritual Beast Winda. Then do the same thing as we've done before. Just send it back and then refill our field with a bunch of Ritual Beast monsters in order to search out a card. So we're going to search out our Ritual Beast Bond. Bring out our Kanahawk once again because we can. And search out another card. So here we're going to get our Ritual Beast Steeds. Use Bond here in order to get out our Link 4 because we can. And now we can use the effect in order to add a banished card to our hand. So we're going to add Kanahawk, and then because Kanahawk's effect isn't a hard one to return, we're going to use the effect once again to banish a card in the deck. In this case, it's going to be Apelia. Then we can get out our Ultai Nokai in order to, just fill up the grave with, or fill up the banished zone with more monsters, and that's going to make it a lot easier to utilize Kanahawk's effect. So that's exactly what we're going to do once again. Get out 2 monsters, and then we can use Apelia's effect here as well in order to banish a card in the grave. Again, just filling it up for Ultai Kanahawk and search out our Ritual Beast Steeds. Use Kanahawk's effect here once again in order to set ourselves with 3 traps. So here we have 2 Steeds and the Ambush. And it's a pretty powerful setup just with a simple 2-card combo. We have the Ritual Beast Ulti just like we've done before. Neither player is going to be able to tribute cards to activate a card effect. And then during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target a Ritual Beast card you control and one card your opponent controls and banish them. So that's pretty great. And we do have the 2 Ritual Beast Steeds. So of course, if you control Ritual Beast monster, destroy monsters on the field up to a number of Ritual Beast monsters you currently control. And using Ultai Kanahawk in order to bring out a few more Ritual Beast monsters is nice by switching itself out. And we have 2 of these, so we can do this multiple times and time it better as well. And we have Ritual Beast Ambush that's actually able to target one of your Ritual Beast Tamer monsters and one of your Spiritual Beast monsters that are banished or in the grave and special summon in defense position. But it's just a great way of filling up the board with more of these monsters before you even activate your Steeds here. You can fill it up and then, pop a lot more cards. And of course, we have Ultai Nokai here. That's gonna let us, if we want to, we can switch it out for another Ritual Beast monster, but regardless, it'll help us prevent our opponent from targeting our Ritual Beast monsters. And yeah, guys, that's kind of the idea of what the new support allows us to do. Let me know what you guys think about the new support and what you guys think about the combos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.